Welcome to Lunch with the Lone Guys.
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
I'm just saying hi. But also, this is a good time.
Good to see you.
This is a good time to remind you, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications. That way you get more of our content in the future. And sorry for the interruption, but what we're going to talk about?
Today we're going to talk about if you want to stay in your home. We get calls a lot of times from folks. Exactly. Either the children or the individual themselves, they want their parent or they want to stay in the home. Maybe they love the neighborhood, that sort of thing.
Makes perfect sense.
But it gets difficult a lot of times. When you bought a home and when you were 30 is a little bit different than when you need that home when you're 80. So today, a lot of people talk about modifications to be made, and they ask us about a lot of them and affordability and how they're going to do that sort of thing. So the first one that usually comes up is ramps. To get into the house, most times people have stairs, and it's difficult. So we talk to them, talk to a contractor, get in, and make some improvements to get in. So
that's really nice.
It's really nice.
So that's well thought out.
It is.
Obviously, they've hired a professional, and it's probably up to code.
Right. It looks good,
which is important.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I've got some examples of people that maybe they took a shortcut.
Oh no.
And this is ways that you probably shouldn't do a ramp. The angle on that might be a little steep.
Right. The key word there is ramp. That is a very, very, very steep.
Let's avoid that one.
That looks fun.
That's some parkour action right there.
Oh, shit. Oh, that is awesome. I mean, if you weren't 80, that would be very fun.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one, they got the color right, but still, those angles might be a little difficult.
Can't you just picture the pa-pum, pa-pum, pa-pum? Yeah.
So avoid that one. This one doesn't, they got the rails, but...
They do, but the rails are,
kind of in the wrong
I think that would
place.
chop your head off if you were going down that at the speed that...
And
What's wrong with that one?
So look where you lead.
Oh, you need to make that last jump once you get over.
You got a bunny hop.
Okay.
So, and then this one.
There wasn't a lot of forethought there.
No.
Right. Okay.
No. And some of these feel like if you actually use it, you're going to graduate from a wheelchair to like 6 months of traction in the hospital.
I would agree. Yeah, none of those would work out long term, I don't think.
So,
another very common one that people ask about or need, and they need to figure budgetarily how they're going to do it, are handrails all over the house.
Very important.
First of which most people think is in the shower.
In the shower, yeah.
Very practical. Next to the toilet. Very practical. These were kind of cool. I saw these, and they look like you can put them anywhere. So those look good. So anyway.
So again, I've got two examples of maybe shortcuts that were taken. This one's a video. So, let me turn the sound on.
Hey now, it's your favorite property recovery agent. I'm out here with a fresh foreclosure, but before we even go inside, it looks like there's been a crime.
They might have taken some shortcuts here.
Witness. Well, we're like cops. We show up after the fact. It's a crime. It's a crime against properties.
It's a crime against seniors.
As I've said before, this is the work of a property preservation contractor.
Wow. It looks like they just had some extra 2x4s.
In the contracting world. Ladies and sirs,
I had to clean up the video.
They bid to install
since this is a family show.
I like that you censored it.
Yes, this is perfectly acceptable. This is what I love. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I saw it up. I knew it was going to wiggle.
Oh, wiggle. I like the
wiggle.
That's a technical construction term. Wiggle.
Clean up their mess. It's about safety.
Wow.
Do you honestly think this is safe?
Oh my gosh. It didn't look that bad until he actually went to use it.
Yeah, I don't think they were quite up to code on this one. And here's one other example of... Looks okay,
She's
but...
kind of struggling, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All the way
That's
off.
not funny.
No.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
That one fooled you a little bit because it looked fine.
It did.
But man, that gave way really quickly. So I would think the goal would be, aesthetics and safety.
I would think so.
And so maybe hire someone that builds
and
appropriately.
Maybe consider the individual using it. Maybe a little more enforcement. I don't know. Anyway. Another very popular, more expensive, that a lot of times people need to do are walk-in tubs.
Walk-in tubs, those are cool.
Because getting in and out makes sense when you're a 3-year-old, but it's a lot tougher. So, and I haven't really thought much about that until we have clients calling us saying, how do we do this? And I have to even look into it and see how does that functionally work? But it's very
I was looking at a few of those, and some of them look really legit.
Oh, they do.
Like I'd put a large screen TV and just watch a game in there or something.
When you can see this, I mean, it's seamless. It goes in the kitchen, the bathroom looks very nice. Yeah.
Well, I found a DIY one.
Oh
so
my gosh. Next one. It's like a puzzle piece.
Yeah. Watch how it opens.
It's very suspenseful.
It only opens that far.
So you crawl underneath it?
That's like, what's the point? Yeah, you get on your hands and knees and crawl under.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, yeah, it's not one of those types that it's going to work with it.
I don't think that's a long-term
DIY
strategy. And do they just saw into the tub to make that? I wonder. I wonder.
So, yeah, again, spend some money and do it right.
And hire a professional.
Right.
We sound like we're selling contractors right now.
Right.
But if we're going to spend the money, you might as well get it done right.
Yeah.
The chair that goes up the stairs.
The stair lifts.
The stair lift. Yeah, exactly. That's very common, very practical.
Those stairs look pretty steep to begin with, so
I think
I'd be using that.
They do a little bit,
stair
but
lift.
I don't know. I mean, it's functional. It's not cheap, and so this is one of those that when people are looking to pull money out for a reverse mortgage, this is one of the larger expenses that they go to make. The only thing I notice about this one is it looks like he can lock his wife upstairs if he doesn't want to speak with her, doesn't it? I don't know why there's bars and rails there, but she's going up to her solitary confinement right now.
For who knows how long? The evening or a week, we don't know.
True. So. He probably slides food under there, but
sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that just struck me because I don't know why there are bars.
Well,
there.
I've got an example of one of those that kind of backfired a little bit.
What movie is that from? That is awesome. That is awesome.
And if you don't want to spend that much money, here's another alternative. I must not have saved that, but okay, here's a DIY.
What's going on? Oh. I don't want to laugh. It's like a magic carpet.
I mean, they're not doing this as a joke. No. This is legitimate that they built. But I mean, I will point out that it could be dangerous.
Oh, wow.
And if you see what they're actually lifting with it, they've mounted a winch on the back wall.
So is the Jeep parked like just on the other wall? Wow. Oh, wow. That's a heavy duty winch.
Yeah.
But then how does he get out?
Well, they're going to pull it all the way up until it gets onto the flat portion.
Don't you expect him just like to lift it up and like dump him? Wow.
I mean, if something goes wrong, it's not.
And that wasn't cheap to make that.
Injury. I think it's certain death.
Yeah,
I mean, you just created this toboggan down the stairs.
I would think so. Well, and the fact that he has to follow behind him to make sure he gets all the way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to make improvements to be able to stay in your home, you should probably hire a contractor.
And the other one I was going to show was a motorized dolly. So the person has to stand on it and, it goes step by step. Ka-chung,
oh, wow.
Ka-chung. So you can just imagine that one.
Yeah, I can't imagine. So,
One other thing, as you age and want to stay in your home, I would think flooring would be important.
Oh, true.
You want it easy to maintain, easy to clean, avoid the tripping hazards.
Right. And those are the most dangerous when it's just half an inch,
right,
or an inch high. A transition maybe from a previous project they made. You're right, and I had some contractors that I was looking at and see. I mean, that makes practical sense.
Oh yeah,
because at this point, I mean, you would most likely roll into the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So it's practical. You can't just step over, even if it's an inch there or 2 inches.
Right.
And this is a really easy fix. I mean, you probably, if you had a handyman, they probably could do that. You wouldn't need to hire a contractor. But even that inch difference there could be a pretty serious tripping
Well,
hazard.
I found some bonus material because if you did want to keep your shag carpet,
How do you say
I don't
that
know
with a straight face?
Yeah, I don't know why, but if
Sure.
you did want to keep it, I did find a way that you can keep it looking nice by
sure.
detangling it.
Sure.
With
And if the rest of your home goes with the avocado green, it's hard to replicate that now, probably. Yeah.
So here's how you detangle it. With a fork.
That is so nappy.
Look how nice it looks after, though.
But how many days would that take to do that? Wow.
I mean, there's nothing more relaxing than, after a hard day, get on your hands and knees with your kitchen.
That's what you want to do. And yeah. Anyway.
So we've made some fun, but these are serious modifications that can actually improve your life and the safety.
True.
When you're staying in your home.
Save your life.
You can actually save your life. But these aren't the type of things you want to try to do the DIY project on.
No.
So these are legitimate projects that are going to take some money.
Right. And the reason we bring them up is these are usually the reasons why someone calls us inquiring about a reverse mortgage, because they have a project they need to undertake, and whether it be a roof or whatever it may be, oftentimes it's something very practical like this.
Yes. So thanks for tuning in. Another episode of Lunch with the Loan Guys.